second, we could use an image reference for sushi. That'd be over here and insert canvas, but we're just going to go in. So first things first, you want to make the surrounding part of the sushi. That's going to be the circle. Keeping in mind that you only have one mold and it can't be bigger than 60. Let's keep it a little bit smaller because we are going to offset a whole bunch of stuff here, okay? So we have this tool. It's going to be your best friend in this whole thing called offset. Offset, it just makes lines that are the same in distance as what you tell them to be, exact replica, parallel to whatever you've made, okay? So if I want the sushi shell to be 5 millimeters, because that's like kind of a minimum for a 3D print, then you put that in. Now that's 60, that's the maximum. We've maxed out our mold. We want to have lines of separation, so what I'm going to do is make another offset, but that offset's going to go in the opposite direction, and I'm just going to make these like -2, that way they go in the right direction, right here, and I'm going to build everything separate. So if this is my rice, by the way, you can get much more points if you add texture to the rice later on, and I'll show you how to do that. This will give me that separation so I can dye these things individually. The next thing I want to do is think, okay, I'm going to have like a little piece of daikon, pickled radish, whatever. Maybe I'm going to have a little piece of cucumber going in another direction. And the only thing I need to do is really measure the distance. Again, I want to keep those distances relatively 2, because that's going to keep me away from stuff. Now, you might have a more organic-y fish piece in there. Sushi is amazing, but it is always kind of a gambit of how much fish do I really get in the sushi? Not a ton. So it's kind of like that little piece right there. And you might want to add something else, just because as good as 3 is, it seems like it's a little cramped and not enough food. So you might want to add like one other piece here, okay? So I have these pieces. This is way too close, so I'm going to move that up, and I'm going to move these back a little bit over to here, because we're going to use that offset tool, and that is going to be, again, our best friend, but that also means that things are going to run into each other. So if I go -2 everywhere, you see how they quickly touch, but that's okay. These are linked, and what I really want to do here is say that this is 5 millimeters, because that's going to give me enough space to now offset all these lines. Oops, should have selected the whole thing. Cancel. So I'm going to select this entire thing before I offset. That way I don't have to worry about individual selections. And we're going to go -2. Oops, -2. That way it doesn't run into this one. Same thing over here. We're just going to move it out of the way, because, again, we need those little pieces to line up. And you can change these shapes how you see fit. I'm just going to put that there. And here. If you do have to individually select it, like, that's really annoying, but whatever. Just click them. And we'll do 2, because that's technically where it should be. When you move this, it's going to also move the offset. So if it's too close for you, that's fine. What this is going to do is not make the perfect sushi roll, but it is going to make it where we can put all these pieces individually as colors, okay? When you want to make your sushi roll, though, you're going to have to scale everything down without those offsets. So you could make these individual, or you can make them all together. It's really your call. I'm going to offset this guy as well. So we'll just go 2, and you could scale it down to 1 if that's easier for you. I'm going to select this whole object, and we'll just move that. So there we go. All right, so this would make this piece, and we would have those gaps. Now, this would give us a pretty decent, like, different color. But thinking about pouring the mold, these would be the pieces we would use. So if we extrude this, let's just see what it looks like, because that kind of gives us an idea. So we would have this shape right here for the sushi. And let's just say we extrude everything here and here just to see where it would go. We go up maybe like, I don't know, 40, something like that. And click OK. So that's going to be all those individual parts, right? We show the sketch. We have that, and we would want, oh, I forgot the rice. So we'll go back into our sketch. Just move this so you can see it. So we can always right-click and edit this if we forgot something, like, heaven forbid we don't have the rice. We put that in, so we'll have each one of these pieces. And that's going to be the best way we can use to pour this thing. But again, when we pour it, this is going to have a 2 millimeter offset from everything, so it's not going to be like tight. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to make a separate piece where that doesn't exist, okay? So all we'll do for that is let's hide this. Let's make another extrusion. This time, let's include all of these things that we've offset right here, and we'll have to make a separate mold just for the rice itself, okay? So in this piece, we'll make a new body, and we'll make this 40. And it's saying, hey, you don't see it. We'll say, that's fine. But we don't want to include any of these things that we're not trying to actually cut out. That way we have this object. We'll click OK. And all we have to do now is take this thing and move it. That way it's out of the way. And instead of faces, make sure you select bodies. And just move that thing over to the side. That way we can 3D print it. Over here is good. Cool. And then show all of these. These are your individual pieces in a molding method where you could use it. So you'd want to import 2 separate pieces, right? You have your rice that fits all of these pieces, but you have your mold where everything is, in one place.